Thanks for
The
inviting me.
Red Sox and the Indians started their series, and the Red Sox definitely got the best of the Tribe.
Loop to center field. That's going to drop in. It's a base hit. That's going to score two. Two-run score. Mookie Betts coming through. RBIs 64 and 65. And the Red Sox capitalize here in the second inning.
Red Sox and Indians started their series at Fenway today, and Boston handled the Tribe, scoring the first 6 runs in an easy 6-2 win. Both teams had relatively quiet deadline days and were the 2 AL favorites heading into the season. CT, which looks more equipped for a deep run into the postseason right now?
Hard to argue with the team that made it all the way to the World Series. That would be the Cleveland Indians. I know they have dropped a couple. They did lose this first game against the Boston Red Sox. But prior to dropping 2 in a row, the Indians were red hot, winning 9 straight games. When I look at who can make it deep in the postseason, I have to look at who has the best rotation. And Corey Kluber has been phenomenal for the Cleveland Indians, as Chris Sale has been phenomenal for the Boston Red Sox. But still, when you look at the Cleveland rotation, they have Carlos Carrasco, who's been very solid. After Chris Sale, it really tails off for the Boston Red Sox. I mean, David Price right now is on the DL. He has struggled. Rick Porcello, following his Cy Young season a year ago, he hasn't gotten the job done, and Eduardo Rodriguez has had some issues. But when I look at this Indian squad, though, and I look at the back end of that bullpen, they tried to help out and develop some depth. The Indians actually got Joe Smith at the trade deadline to help out the back end of that bullpen. Andrew Miller is still going to be lights out. Cody Allen is still going to be lights out. So I'm going to look at the starters and the bullpen edge to the Indians. And then they have a ton of guys in their lineup who can get the job done. Right now, Jason Kipnis is out. Bradley Zimmerman has been at the top of that lineup leading off. He's been getting the job done. Bradley Zimmer, excuse me. He's been getting the job done. And as well as Jose Ramirez and Francisco Lindor, Carlos Santana. I mean, they have a ton of guys. Edwin Encarnacion, they paid him a lot of money to hit home runs, struggled early in the season, but see, he certainly has picked it up when it counts. So I like the Cleveland Indians as opposed to the Boston Red Sox. I think both teams will make the playoffs, but when you ask me who's going deeper, advantage Indians for me.
Yep, both having great seasons thus far, and the Indians just have to watch out for the Royals. They're going to be nipping. They have a big lead, but could be nipping at their heels if you know, the more this time
the
goes
Royals
on.
have been hot. Certainly, the Indians looking over their shoulder at the Royals.